morning, guys. Welcome to the video. Thank you so much for clicking on it. So today's a big day. So if you guys watched the last video in this series, which I'm calling like the triathlon prep series, we found out my FTP, which if you're not familiar, I would watch the last video in the series, but it's basically just a number that I found out that helps with training on the bike. Today, we are going to be testing my 5K time on a run. So I'm pretty nervous about this. Nervous but excited, really more excited, because most of the runs that I've been doing, pretty much all of the runs I've been doing in this training, in this prep, have been like really slow miles, like very just low heart rate, kind of just getting miles done. Today is about trying to get a good time, right? Like testing myself to get a base time for us to base training off of from here on out, and kind of, you know, a time to try and hopefully improve over the next few months. So it's like, I'm excited, but I'm nervous, but I think it'll be good. I haven't had like a really tough run yet, so they've all been, like I said, pretty easy. So right now, we are gonna get ready to do the run. So I'm gonna be doing some glute activation stuff here in the garage, and then we're gonna head outside, and I'm gonna head to a trail that's kind of near where I live, where it'll just be a little bit easier. I won't have to worry about stoplights or anything like that. I can just run straight and not have to worry about it. But with that being said, thank you for clicking on the video. Let's get these glutes firing. Okay, so we are all ready in our running attire. So we have a 15-minute warm-up, and then we're gonna be doing some, just like some warm-up stuff before we do the actual run. I'm not gonna be bringing this camera with me because it's too big, but I will update you guys with my phone. I am excited, but I'm also very nervous, but that's a good thing. That means I care. Let's do it. Okay, so the warm-up is done, 15-minute warm-up. So now what we're gonna move on to is strides. So basically, for lack of a better explanation, you basically start slow and you start running a little bit faster just to get the body used to the speed that we'll be running the 5K at, because obviously I'll be running it a little bit faster than what I was just running right now. So we're gonna do a few sets of strides, and then we'll be on to the actual 5K. The strides are done. So now all we gotta do is gotta do this 5K. So 3.1 miles. I haven't talked about goals yet because I don't really have any like specific numbers. I would love to keep it each mile under 9 minutes a mile. Like that's kind of my plan, that's my goal. But right now it's just see what the number is, and then we can improve that number in the future, right? So I'm trying not to be too nervous, but it's just how I am. All right, here we go. Okay, we're done. So my time was 26:38. So I was able to hit the under, my average pace was 8:35. So I was able to hit under 9 minutes per mile. I kept it pretty conservative in the beginning because I just wanted to make sure I had enough. I think like next time I do this, I'll be able to push it a little bit more in the first mile. I was just kind of being like really careful because I wanted to make sure in the last mile I was able to like turn it up. I think I had a little bit too much energy in the last mile. So I definitely think that I could improve that. There was just not enough distance to get, because I was like started running and I was like, once I was close to the end, I saw that if I like really pushed it, I might be able to get under 26 minutes. But by the time I realized that, I think like there just wasn't enough distance to make up the time. But that is a PR for me. It's the fastest I've ever ran a 5K. So I am happy about that, but you know, definitely things to improve. Woo, all right. Well, we are showered up and everything. I am very, very happy with that time. Could it have been a little bit better? Maybe, but again, now we have something to shoot for, to improve, which I definitely think can happen. So what I wanted to do right now was actually kind of show you guys the gear that I've been using. And more specifically, I wanted to share with you guys kind of tips and tricks I have picked up over the years of having loose skin and running with that loose skin, because there's definitely a couple different things that I do that have worked really well for me that I would like to share with you guys if you guys do, you do have loose skin or anything like that. So let's get into it. So the first thing, this doesn't have to do with like loose skin at all, but these are the shoes that I'm using right now. If you guys watched one of the previous episodes, you guys will know this is the Saucony Endorphin Speed. I am really, really liking it. The thing with shoes though is that it's important that you find a shoe that works for you. So just because a shoe works for me doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work for you. But personally, I have been a huge fan as someone that has a wider foot and a wider ankle. There's a lot of room and I haven't had any problems with rubbing, which almost always I do with shoes, like literally almost always. So I've been a fan of that. Also, pro tip for those of you guys that might not know, I always recommend, and I've been told, usually you want to go up a half size. So in like a normal Vans shoe, I will wear a size 9. All my running shoes are always a size 9.5. It just allows room for your foot to kind of expand and swell up, because that is something that happens when you are running. And the next thing I wanted to show you guys, so this is the watch that I'm using right now. So this is the Wahoo Element Rival. Personally, it's pretty good. Before this, I had the Garmin Forerunner 235, which actually is fantastic, and I would probably honestly recommend that before this watch. This watch it's pretty nice, but there's a few bugs that I'm not super happy with that can be kind of annoying. So Garmin, honestly, like if you're thinking about a running watch or like a triathlon based watch, Garmin has incredible, they have tons of different variations and price ranges and everything. So I would recommend Garmin before the one that I'm wearing right now. But I wanted to also share with you guys the heart rate monitor that I've been using. So I also have a basic chest strap heart rate monitor, but I have actually found a lot of, this has been really useful for me. So this is the Wahoo Ticker Fit, and it is a heart rate monitor that you put up on your forearm like this. And for me, because as you guys know, I do have loose skin, the chest strap ones were always, they would just like all of a sudden not pick up my heart rate anymore. And I think it's because of my loose skin moving around. It just wasn't super reliable. So this, being one that goes up on your upper forearm, has been a lifesaver, and I highly recommend it if you feel like those ones that go around your chest don't work. And I know that this has a heart rate monitor, but most people know that the ones that are in watches usually are not the most reliable. So having an outside source, super, super helpful. All right, moving on to compression now. I wanted to share with you guys a couple of my pro tips that I have found. So the first thing that I want to share with you guys is the top that I wear. Now, I have worn these for literally years. I think I've had this one for literally years, probably like 3 or 4 years now. Still smells fine. But so this is the Under Armour. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. The Under Armour compression heat gear is what this one is. Now, as you guys can see, that's a size medium. So I would recommend sizing down. This is actually 2 sizes down for me. Sizing down in your compression gear if you are going to get something like this, because the whole point of it is it uncomfortable? It's actually not that uncomfortable, but the whole point of it is you want it to be very, very tight on your body. And so I highly recommend sizing it down in your compression gear. But the reason that I wear this is because it helps keep the man boobs from flopping around too much. And I definitely do get nipple burns if I'm not wearing these, because yeah, that's not very fun. And then also it keeps the bottom half of my body not moving. So I'm actually gonna show you guys what it looks like if I were to like run. I'm gonna jump, and then I'm gonna put it on and show you guys the difference. So this is like without any sort of compression. So as you guys can see, there is a lot of movement there. So we'll throw this on. So I throw it on, tuck it in, and then when I jump, I mean, the amount of movement is like not even close to as much. So I highly recommend this. I usually just put this on, and then I will, I like the ones that are sleeveless, because then I can just wear a t-shirt and it doesn't look like I have, really for the most part, any compression gear on. This one's, I usually would wear a white shirt with a white compression gear. I don't have any black ones right now that are clean, but, and then you can't even really tell. And so it really, really helps keep things in place. And so the next thing is going to be bottoms. So I usually wear compression, some sort of compression on the bottom as well. So this is what I will wear when it's usually a little bit hotter outside. So these are from, it's actually a company that's, I think it's based out of California. It's called Pactera. Athletics, and they make these like kind of like compression shorts that, again, I usually size down. And so these are actually a size large. I probably could have gone with a medium and they would work as well. But what's nice about these, and this is something that I need in all of my bottoms, is I want them to have a pocket for my phone. And so when I go on runs, I want to put my phone in a pocket that is like basically skin tight to my body, because I don't want to feel my phone flopping around at all. And so these have that pocket in the side of them. So very, very important. But these are what I wear when it is a little bit hotter outside. And then when it's a little bit colder outside, this is actually something that I've picked up very recently. I actually wear women's leggings. I know it might sound weird, but hear it out. So these are leggings that are from Lululemon. Now, you definitely don't need to go to Lulu to get your leggings because they're pretty pricey. These are actually like, I think these are like the most expensive ones they have. The person working there got me. But you can definitely, I have the ones that I wore today during the 5K are the cheapest leggings that they sell. So you definitely don't need to wear the most expensive ones. But the reason that I like these is they have a pocket, which is super important to me. And I know that a lot of people are like, oh, well, I'm a dude and like my, you know, my giblets won't fit. Like, so most, I don't want to say all, but I think most of Lululemon leggings and most women's leggings now in general are high-waisted. So there's a lot of room from the crotch area to the top. So I can pull these up pretty high, like almost up to my belly button, and I still got room for my, you know, my ding dong. So I'm not someone that has like, you know, the long john ding dong, you know, I'm not sitting there like swinging something around. So maybe if you have, maybe it might not work for everyone, but you know, I would say I'm pretty normal down there, and I don't have any problems with it. And so I really recommend these. You can obviously buy like men's leggings as well, but usually those are pretty hard to find. These are pretty, you can find them anywhere, and you can find them really cheap on Amazon as well. So if you're someone that has like loose skin that you want something that's really compressive, seriously, highly recommend women's leggings. Obviously women know about this, but dudes, like highly recommend women's leggings while you're running, especially if you wear a pair of shorts over them, like no one can tell anyways. So yeah, pro tip right there. So the next couple things, these are the sunglasses that I wear on pretty much all of my runs. So these are from the brand Active, so A-C-T-I-V. It's actually my friend Cara Saunders, her company. So they make like tons of different sunglasses. All the glasses that you guys see me wear when I'm doing my commentary videos, those blue light blocking glasses, it's the same company. But these are their, these are called The Ones. And so these are made for when you're working out. So they have like rubber tips right here. So that it's rubber right there, and then also on the inside of the bridge, on the nose, it's rubber. So when I wear them, when I'm running, like they do not move. Like they stay on my face, which I really like a lot. So those are the sunglasses that I wear. And then as far as hats are concerned, there's two hats that I wear when I run. So this is the hat that I wore today. It's still kind of sweaty and gross, but you know, that's fine. So this is from BPN. If you guys do want to get anything from BPN, you can use my code OTB10 and save 10%. You can get this hat. They actually all have an all black one of this now too, which I'm getting soon. But so this is from BPN. This is a hat that I really like. I like that it's very just like, there's not much structure to it. You can wear it. The one thing is that it shows the sweat a lot. So I have to wash this pretty soon. Yeah, so that's one of the problems with this hat, but it's really nice, super light. And the other hat that I wear is from Melon, which is what pretty much all of the hats that I wear. So this is the other hat that I wear. It's the style is the A-game. So the A-game is the style that I wear the most. It's like the one that fits like this. So I wear this hat when I'm running pretty often as well. This one, what I really like about Melon hats is that they are antimicrobial and they actually float in water, and they are hydrophobic. So you can pour water on them. And I have worked out in this hat many, many times. I'm sure you guys have seen, and it doesn't get like the salt stains on it, which is nice, which is very, very helpful for me because I sweat so much. But I think all in all, that's pretty much everything that you need to know about what I use when I'm running. You know, socks are pretty basic, nothing super special there. And then t-shirts and shorts that I wear, I kind of just wear whatever I want there. That stuff doesn't matter as much as the base layer as far as the compression stuff. So yeah, hopefully that helps.